Magnum TV is brought to you by Dunham's High Caliber Ranch.
Hopefully here in a few minutes we'll be doing errors or swapping.
Then we'll switch.
Yeah.
You know, we saw that bear from over a mile away to start with. That black really stands out on those flats.
The bear's sleeping in the grass right here.
And then as we started moving around, we thought he was gone. I think he just went over a depression and laid down and was just chowing down on the grass. And then we moved around enough to where we could see him. I think he was there the whole time, but you know, we made a mile walk on him and he didn't move 2 yards that whole time.
And Paul got us in line with that big old uprooted chunk of driftwood, and oh, when we got lined up with that and we were all single file heading on in, I thought, this is really gonna be neat.
It was the perfect situation for where he was, just to have a big obstacle. You could hide all of us, slip right in there, and then it made a great rest.
I mean, he's got a pretty decent sized head, doesn't he? He's a good mature bear. Yeah. All right, I'm just gonna wait on him to get up. He's only 135 yards. It should just be a
Pretty good bear, James. Is it? Yeah. He's pretty. I'll get him that. I'm gonna let you be the bear judge.
okay. You definitely had the drop on him, that's for sure.
No, he didn't have any idea that we were even in the world. It was pretty neat. And then we got to watch him. I mean, you know, I wanted to wait for him to stand up to get a good quality shot.
There he goes. There he goes. He's getting up.
All right, Paul, I'm gonna put it right in behind his shoulder.
Kill him.
I don't think he was going anywhere.
When you shot your bear, I mean, it just went nowhere but down. It did just what you wanted to do.
It is. Yep.
My bear with the brown muzzle.
Delivered right to you.
You're always shooting my stuff, man.
You think about all the animals worldwide that we've hunted successfully with an Acumon. I mean, I just have a hard time going anywhere else.
That's
you
right.
know, I mean,
yeah.
you build on that. You build confidence all the time.
Well, that's what a coastal hunt's supposed to be. Thank you, man.
You bet. Nice
fun.
work.
Beautiful.
Good work.
Look at that
He's
fur.
not that 7.5 footer we were looking for, but he
That's
also
all
wasn't-
right. That was
he's
fun.
also-
Mid
he's
sixes.
probably 6.5.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Nothing wrong
Good
with that.
mature boar. That's all that matters.
That's all that matters.
And a lot of fun. Pretty neat when you can see them that far away and work through these little channels and
Man, that black coat stands out in this short grain stuff.
Yeah.
Ooh.
You know, I got that bear what I would consider late afternoon.
we've still got, gosh, it's only 4 o'clock.
It's
It
so
doesn't get dark till 10. You got plenty of time to get yours
I
today
do.
on this beautiful day.
You know, 6 hours left of daylight. So when I was able to pass the rifle off to you, you basically had a hunting day in front of you at that point.
well, let's go find him.
All right, let's go get the skiff.
And we got down to about an hour of daylight left, and I was starting to wonder if we were going to see any more bears. But just like clockwork, there they were.
You know, I would have loved to gotten a lot closer on a black bear, but we got to a point where that bear was about to be in the woods.
When we're out enjoying our right to hunt, it's easy to forget about what's happening in Washington, D.C. But just because you're not thinking about the politicians doesn't mean they're not thinking about you. They are always up to something. And if you're not happy with what they're up to, please listen to this message from my friend Chuck Norris.
Chuck Norris, fact number 235. Contrary to popular belief, America is not a democracy. It's a Chuck-tatorship.
I always get a kick out of those Chuckisms. But of course I can't decide alone how the country is run. If you're worried about the direction our country's going, you're in good company. Too many people have forgotten our nation was founded to protect freedom, like our Second Amendment right to keep and bear arms. Freedom is not about what government can do for us, but about keeping government from doing things to us. There's only one way to protect our freedoms, by voting for the candidates who support them. I hope you won't be missing in action on Election Day. Register to vote. I'm Chuck Norris, and I approve this message.
For more information, go to triggerthevote.org.
This segment is brought to you by Montana Extreme, superior gun care products.
It's been fun carrying the sticks for you for the last couple days, but after that stalk this morning on that bear.
So what would you pay for a good gun right now? No, we need to switch. It's your turn.
Good.
There's bigger bears out here. This is a beautiful place to stalk them, and it's getting to be about bear 30. I think if we go over here and set up glass, we'll find you a big one.
Find me one.
All right, let's go. Well, we got down to about an hour of daylight left, and I was starting to wonder if we were going to see any more bears, but just like clockwork, that witching hour happened, and there they were.
This one in the road. We've got 2 bears to stalk. We're gonna run and take a look at this one first. If it's not big, we got another one back behind us. And it's still early. We got another hour and a half of daylight. Good bear night.
When we struck out across those tidal flats, it was pretty cool because this was really the first time that we had made a real long assault across those things. And you've got these little trenches all through there. Some of them are up to here, and some of them are knee deep, some of them are dry, but none of them go exactly the direction that you think it's gonna go. So we were winding all through there trying to get close.
Leave everything here.
In the right situation, you can use those to your advantage.
Well, yeah, not only do they help hide you, I mean, because I'd rather have those little meandering, crisscrossing streams to use for cover than nothing, than grass this tall. So it really did work well. The coolest thing was when we got into that shooting range, I was just standing there and I had a nice little platform about chest high. All I had to do was throw the sticks down and the gun, and it was basically like shooting off the bench at that point.
That was nice.
You know, I would have loved to have gotten a lot closer on a black bear, but we got to a point where that bear was about to be in the woods. He was going to disappear into that little crease and be gone forever. We just didn't want to take that opportunity. We got into about 170 yards, settled in, and decided that was our spot.
As soon as he stops.
Amen, brother.
The first shot was good, and you could hear that Accubon whomp for sure. And so I thought it was a good, solid hit, but he was so close to that bush, and that stuff is such an entanglement. I mean, we sure didn't want to be going in there at dark looking for a wounded bear.
Yeah, and he's beautiful. Oh, look at this, eh?
You got your face.
I got my brown face. Classic black bear. Yeah. Oh, he's got a melon too. Look at that.
Yeah, he does.
Look at that.
He's got a good hair.
Yeah, that's a good bear.
He's in perfect shape too.
Boy,
What a fun day.
great day. 2 bears in, what, 5 hours?
Yeah. We just needed the sunshine.
That's right. And we knew it too. For 2 days we've been sitting and complaining, saying it's too cold for bears to be out. And whenever it would warm up for a half an hour in the midday, we'd see bears.
We had a good week. I think the guys were real happy on what they saw out for bears. I would say that probably this week 10% of the bears were out.
You know, after it was all said and done, we got both bears loaded in the skiff and started our float trip back out. Looking back at the whole thing and thinking about it in that setting was pretty neat.
What I'll remember the most about that is floating out at low tide with 2 bears across the skiff. And it's such a peaceful, serene feeling, being in the middle of this wilderness and peaks all around you as you float out.
From the Yukon to Mexico, North America offers a variety of game for sportsmen to pursue. And sometimes the hunt of a lifetime can happen virtually in your own backyard. Join us next week for another exciting adventure with the Magnum Hunt Club. Until then, I'm Chris Cox with the National Rifle Association, protecting our Second Amendment freedom and hunting heritage.
Nosler's Magnum TV is brought to you by Western Powder's superior gun care products, and by Nosler, Dunham's High Caliber Ranch, Gobble and Grunt Outfitters, and the Magnum Hunt Club. Your adventure is our business. The Magnum Hunt Club. Your adventure is our business.